Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain Memories. In today's episode, we got our next world to go to, and it's going to be the second to last world before the actual 13th floor. Our next one's going to be Destiny Islands, and Destiny Islands, well, I mean, talk about bookends a moment, where like it was the first world back in Kingdom Hearts 1, and then it kind of becomes the penultimate world in this game here. Now, of course, from what we call in the last episode, Donald and Goofy are not with us, so Sora's just going in there alone because Sora decided to be a dickhead and just fucking ditch them. So yeah, so now we can't really use Donald and Goofy's moves because they're not with us. Anyways, I'm not going crazy, am I? I know exactly where this is. Yeah, this is our island, where Naminé and I used to play together. Well, at least you still remember this one. Hey! Oh, hey, it's those three. It's, where are you guys again? What's up, Sora? So, what you want to do today? Hey, guys. Am I glad to see you? Yeah, who the fuck are you? What? We got food on our faces? Please, Waka. Only you could be dumb enough to not notice food stuck to your face. Hey, whoa, that's a low blow, yeah? I don't know, Waka. I think Selfie's on the mark. Aw, not you too, Tidus. Oh yeah, you're Selfie, Waka, and Tidus. That's who you are. You hit your head? No, just thinking aloud. I know, you're thinking about her again. Oh, I get it. Yeah, he's a total zombie when she's on his mind. That would explain why he's acting all funny towards us. I bet you want us to take a hike so you two can be alone, huh? I guess. Alright. We'll disappear for a while. Go find her, cowboy. We'll try to be quiet while we spy on you. Hey, Sora's serious. Give the guy some room. I'm only kidding. See you later, Sora. Alright, so yeah, all those jokes aside, yeah, those of you who don't know, those were Final Fantasy characters from 6, I think? I'm sorry, guys. I haven't had much experience with Final Fantasy games, though, because, you know, it's hard for me to remember them. I'm not really that much a Final Fantasy player. I probably should play more of them, though. I know the most about Final Fantasy 7, though, of course, you know, with the characters in there, so... Anyway, so here we are on Destiny Islands. It's not that long of a world. Well, maybe it's somewhat longer than Twilight Town, but yeah, just but a little but not too long actually. And so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and you know, just well, I'm gonna show this battle off though, just this battle though, because you know all the other Heartless battles, I mean, they're all just the same ones. You're just gonna be kind of like either shadows, creeper plants, crescendos. The ones I've been calling loudmouths though, but well, they're originally called crescendos, but the name's gotta change to a loudmouth, starting with 358 days over 2. And also, there's also Tornado Steps and Dark Balls. So I think that's pretty much all the Heartless you're going to encounter in this world. And yes, as you can see, they are very beefy too. And yeah, that's also why I also have these high number cards, because especially those creeper plants they'll be swear like a lot of the 6 cards. So yeah, I have a lot of the high cards with me those. But yeah. These Heartless are very beefy. They have so much HP, so because of that, then these battles actually do take a lot long, and I managed to just, you know, cut down those battles, and, you know, because those videos were really long because of it. Oh, cool, level up. But yeah, that's actually what it is. Because of that, I'll get, like, you know, faster level ups, because you'll get, like, over 200 experience. So, yeah, those battles are going to be very long because of it. And yeah, so I guess it makes sense, you know, for this battle theme. This is actually a Night of Fate playing, which is actually the same kind of a track that played when Destiny Islands was being overrun by Heartless and about to get destroyed back into Kingdom Hearts 1. So yeah, that's what I was playing. So I actually like how they added in here. You know, I guess it kind of makes sense. Once we exit from the battle, though, I mean, I do want to talk about, you know, the kind of track that was playing as well, but yeah, so unfortunately, since Donald and Goofy are not with us, because, you know, Sora decided to be an asshole and just leave them behind and just kind of, like, fucking lash out at them just because they were trying to help him. So yeah, because of that, then we won't, oh man, especially in Goofy's case, we won't get to see Goofy Tornado. Now, I never mentioned this at all. Man, I keep saying that. It's also going to be another one of your catchphrases. Aside from, by the way, folks. So, yeah, it is actually possible to backtrack the other worlds, though. Or did I mention this? I think I did. Yeah, it is possible to actually backtrack to the other worlds, like after you complete a world. The rooms will all be different though, because like all the rooms will be reset, so you have to reuse the same kind of room cards though. And after the cutscene, when Sora does ditch Donald and Goofy, you actually still can backtrack to the other worlds, and then because you know the game doesn't stop you though. Only Donald and Goofy are actually still not with you though, so you know I guess for the sake of continuity, then you know even when you're other worlds, will make it so that you know Donald and Goofy are still not with you, even with the other worlds. Now you actually still get the party members back though, like you know such as Aladdin or Jack Skellington and so on and so forth. So you know you'll still be able to have those party members with you. But you know they still are completely unaware of actually what happened and why Donald and Goofy are not with Sora. So yeah, but yeah, there's that though. So I just want to throw that out there. And I was gonna say though, oh man, I actually really love this rigger station or this piano piece of Destiny Islands, because you know, it's really soothing and relaxing. Because like you know, first time we hear Destiny Islands theme back in Kingdom Hearts 1, like you know it's more lively and more upbeat because you know it kind of fits the whole tropical setting. But here in this game, you know they went for a whole they rearranged it to a more you know more soothing and more relaxing kind of a piano piece, and you know it's very calming and all that. And you know I guess you know to fit with the whole relaxing beach setting and all that. Although I guess it kind of makes sense too, because you know since Sora went so far, and you know far up in Castle Oblivion, and you know well, I would say probably because you know the more the plot's about to unravel though, so you know some more stuff I do want to talk about, you know as far as the story. So we're actually seeing here that more of the plot is beginning to unfold. Like you know there's a whole like we're kind of finding out about what Marluxia intends to do with Sora, because to give a bit of recap, Marluxia, one of the members of the organization, is basically using Naminé to, well, I know I'm kind of just spoiling a bit here, but he's using Naminé for something about, like, you know, just layering Sora's memories, though. And so we're kind of already starting to get the hint that, you know, as we go up in Castle Oblivion, then Sora and the gang are just, we're gradually losing their memories, and so they're trying to awaken true memories. Well, especially more so in Sora's case, because he's finding out more about Naminé, and so he thinks that you know he's starting to remember more about it. But then we actually start to see that something isn't quite right though, because the organization is using Naminé for something, for her kind of special powers, and Marluxia is planning to basically overthrow his leader and take over the organization. So basically pulling a Starscream is what it is for this whole state of affairs. And so yeah, now we're actually kind of seeing more of it right here. And to actually provide more hints about exactly what exactly is wrong here, and and Sora learns Judgment. So hurl the Keyblade toward enemy for multiple attacks, and I overlooked what the cards were. I know one of them was the arrow spell. So one kind of very big hint though, well, it's actually aside from the fact that Vexen actually tried to warn Sora about what'll happen to him if he actually does find Naminé. So he's actually just providing some hints about what Marluxia is planning to do to Sora, and that he's trying to use him as his pawn for taking over the organization. And so the other hint is that when we fight Riku for the third time, then we actually see that apparently both he and Sora have the same memories, because you can see that they know he made this promise to Naminé, and also he claims he has the real good luck charm that apparently Naminé gave him, which actually turns to the card for Destiny Islands. Now, you would think by this point, oh yeah, new flavor, Ragnarok! Oh shit, Ragnarok. I mean, I don't know if I ever use it here, but if you use attack cards with a value of 7 through 9, then Sora will just shoot these little orbs of energy at the enemy, and so yeah, that's what it actually does here. It was a great move that I actually like to use in Kingdom Hearts 1. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So you would think that with Sora and Riku apparently have the same memory, which is something that Donald actually points out. That you would think that Sora would actually put 2 and 2 together and finally realize that something is right though, because Donald and Goofy are actually finally realizing that something's wrong, and so maybe they should just take a step back and just kind of think about what is going on here. And you would think by this point that Sora actually realized that something is wrong though. Unfortunately, Sora has completely failed to realize that about the suspicions, and so he gets way too stubborn and way too focused on finding Naminé, to the point that he already decides to ditch Donald and Goofy. Like, like, he doesn't heed their advice when they're trying to help him, because they think that something's wrong, but Sora apparently doesn't think so, and so, he just insists on keeping on going, to the point that he just goes and fucking lashes out at them. And, yeah, I don't have any A cards, so I had no choice but to use a Joker card. Yeah, because I didn't have any. But, yeah, he doesn't even bother to realize all that, and so he decides to keep on going. So, yeah, that was a really dumbass move on Sora's part, with him being all stubborn and all that, and just, you know, just not realizing anything, so... Anyway, next cutscene, and... Oh, look who it is. Oh, God, we don't want to fight him again, no! Hey, Sora, what's the big rush? I know you. You just fucking encountered him before. You're Riku. Gee, thanks for remembering me. It's been, what, a couple of hours? Never mind. Are you okay? Are you still under his control? What are you talking about? Yeah, you just fucking met him. That must be like another Riku. I get it. You must be the Riku from my memories. Duh. The Riku from my memories? Sounds like you're stuck in the land of make-believe. I guess I kind of am. You're such a kid. How are you gonna take care of her if you act like that? Hey, speaking of her... What's happening? How should I know? Whatever it is, it can't be good. I'm gonna go warn the others. Then I should go... I know. It's your job to look after her. Go, Sora. Okay. So, suddenly a random earthquake, and so, yeah, I guess we gotta know what happens next, though, you know, all things considered. And, yeah, I backtrack all the way over here, because after this cutscene, then you're taken all the way back to the beginning for some weird reason, so I figured I'd just cut this off here, so. But yeah, that was a real dumbass move on Sora's part, where he doesn't even, you know, think ahead of this here. You know, that's actually what Goofy was suggesting, because, you know, none of this makes sense, so, yeah, Goofy, of all people, is actually explaining all this, because, you know, apparently he's, you know, a little smarter in the Kingdom Hearts series. But yeah, that was actually a real dumbass move on Sora's part, where, you know, because, you know, at this point he's gotten way too stubborn and way too fixated on finding Naminé that he ends up taking his friends for granted, and then, or his other friends for granted, and then just continues searching for her. So, you know, because, you know, if I was in his shoes, I would have just, you know, even I would actually just figure out that something's wrong, though, and maybe just would seek some answers while actually staying conscious, though, or staying cautious of all this right here, even despite my own memories, though. But at the same time, though, then yeah, I don't like this portrayal of Sora, you know, because, you know, I mean, I know he's supposed to like portray as, you know, some naive teenager, though, but, you know, even he would at least be just smart enough to know exactly what's going on, and then, you know, he just doesn't think for a second of all of that right here. So, yeah, it's definitely a what an idiot move on Sora's part here. So, yeah, all that aside, I think that's all there is to say about the plot. Although, we also did see that, you know, now Naminé herself actually want to, try to make things right, too, because, you know, because apparently Axel just now went and set her free, so, I think it's probably because, you know, he has some kind of, he probably has his own agenda, because, you know, because at first it seemed like he was actually in on Marluxia's plan, but it looks like he might have his own agenda on his own, so, so he decides to go and defy all those plans and just, sets Naminé free, so I don't know, we'll probably see more of that here, so. Anyway, so I think that's pretty much all there is to say about the plot line. Especially more so with Sora being a dick and just, you know, like even telling Jiminy to can it, you know, when he tried to reason with him too. So, now, all that is, after explaining all the plot right here, and, yeah, it's gonna get confusing from here on out, though, so, yeah, but I do want to talk about this one thing, you know, going back to the whole gameplay-wise. So, if you may have noticed that from the lack of green cards I have here, and apparently, and to prove this kind of theory here, you might want to look this up too. So, for some stupid and very shit design choice reason, is that after Twilight Town, and once you get to Destiny Islands, if you probably wonder why, like, wondering where your green world cards are, well, that's because by this point in the game outright decides to fucking stop giving you green cards. That's right, the game will not give you any more green cards at all. And you never, like, you know, given a hint for this at all, because, you know, you at first think that it's because of some really bad luck on this part, which trust me on this one, I mean, I know for sure that this game never gives me anything, though, Or, well, maybe it does. It still does sometimes, though, but I always have, like, pretty bad luck. So you would think that at first, though, but if you actually look this up, though, it turns out that, by this point in the world, it will not give you any more green cards at all. So if you want to get green cards again, you have to go and backtrack, like, I would say, over to Traverse Town, and then get those green cards. Sorry for that little silence there. I was having a bit of, having some sinus issues, but yeah, so, yeah, that's what it turns out, though. So, I don't know if it's because either an oversight or anything like that, though, but, yeah, the game doesn't even tell you or even let you know ahead of time that, that this world's not giving you any more green cards, or, you know, or just ahead of time, or just so you see that you know, green cards. And I gotta say, though, that is, without a doubt, the most bullshit and stupidest and outright god-awful game design there ever is here. I'm taking a lot of points off from this game because of it. Because, you know, it's one thing to actually just, you know, to actually not give you any more green cards when you actually need it, but also to actually not tell you ahead of time that you won't be getting any more green cards, and you only have just now find out about this. Like, no, that's like, so clearly one of the developers did not even bother to playtest this whole thing and fix the whole issue. No, they clearly did not bother with this here, and you know, it's also might be an oversight too, but I'm taking a lot of points off of this here, because that's real shitheaded and just outright bullshit and dickheaded game design is what it is here. It really is. I'm not saying this by opinion. I'm saying this by fact, actually. I'm sorry, guys. This is outright factual. That it is actually absolute bullshit game design and outright bad. It's awful. It really is. And some points taken off from this one here. So anyway, so also, yeah, this is actually the first time I show off Mingling Worlds Day. Yeah, this will be our first time getting Mingling Worlds, and so what it does is that basically anything can happen. So because of that, then I go in here and I end up getting a false bounty. So any kind of random room will occur. I'm not sure if it's going to be all of them per se, or any kind of given room there is, though, or maybe a specific one. But yeah, that's what Mingling Worlds does. So yeah, in this case, I got false bounty. And okay, yeah, just go around here because apparently it doesn't work like that when I press the triangle button. So yeah, I had to cut these battles off here because those are the heartless chests. So and we got a cure card. Now over this way, there is this is actually where the well, no, actually this is the next flower world. Oh, actually no, never mind. That's the that's another key to reward. So as you can see here, you have to do, like, you know, 33 cards, or 33 numbers of each color cards, and that is quite a shit ton of them. I don't have as many of them, though, so I kind of wanted to skip that one out because I didn't want to run too many risks, though. But in the key to rewards card, you actually this is actually where you get probably one of the best recovery cards there is, though, the Mega Elixir. Now, I know you guys are probably just yelling at me in the comments that, you know, I'm just giving this out here, but don't worry, guys. Off screen, like, you know, before I actually start the next recording session for the next episode, well, actually, no, technically the boss room is actually the next episode, though, but on my very next recording session, I actually do go back over to the where that door is and go into the key rewards, and then I actually do get my Mega Elixir, so so you'll actually see it there. So don't worry, guys. I do eventually get it. Just off screen, though, is what I do. But I mean, I guess I could have shown that off, though. But yeah, I still do end up getting it off screen. So yeah, you have nothing to worry about. I'm still covering all this here. Also, new stop cards, so that means more lethal frames and all that here. Yeah, I know. yeah, I'm actually just using a lot of lethal frames for the boss battles, but you know, even when I try, like, different strategies, though, I would say lethal frame is definitely the most effective, especially against Riku and also the upcoming organization battles we have here. Like, you know, especially for a gameplay like this, and well, for the card gameplay, and it feels limited. And even if they use another slates, then you know, I don't think they'll probably work as well, though. It's still quite a chance to for me to actually lose a battle, so I still end up using a lethal frame anyway. So anyway, so our next criteria here is oh, actually, you know what? I was thinking that we were going to fight the boss for the rest of this episode, but no, it's actually going to be the next episode, so I'm actually about to end off this episode here. But yeah, I need a criteria of at least for a 50 number for a card, so I end up using so much of the cards, and I'm actually giving away a lot of the red cards, and I shouldn't have used a 6 card. I kind of screwed up on that one there, but you know. So anyways, next time on Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 3 Chain of Memories, we're going to go over to our next boss, and yeah, we'll see what happens next. So I will see you guys next time.